Alrighty, good morning everybody, or as I like to say, God morning, or God day to you. It's a day filled hopefully with love, peace, joy, happiness, all the wonderful things. Just wanted to let you all know I love you for no reason, so yeah, there's that. And today I had I guess a calling to share some things that have worked wonders in my life, and it comes in silence. There's a beauty in silence. There can also be a fear in silence, or being alone, or something that you can experience as being separated, I guess. But there's also a beauty in silence, because that's where I find that the utmost clarity comes in, and I'm communicating directly with creation, God, whatever you'd like to call it. And in no ways is my way the way, or what I'm saying the only way to do it, but it is a way. And if it works for me, someone who's, not special or anything special, if it did work for me, because I have faced the exact opposite of silence, mentally, physically, and spiritually at times as well, that there's a truth in it, and that truth is yours. So feel free to take this method that I'm going to share with you guys and utilize it in your own way. Put your little twist on it, which you are supposed to do, because you are an individual expression of creation itself, which is a wonderful, glorious thing. So silence, today I was just thinking of, sometimes this world can just get so loud. The traffic, the horns, cars, this. I mean, if you live in a city, you understand how loud just the outside world can get. But then there's also an inside world of the mind, and the mind is kind of the honeypot of creation, along with your intention. But the mind is a very difficult thing to control. Some people say you can't control it. I've found that by working with it, you kind of can. It is possible, but you don't control it. You basically learn to stop listening to it, or stop giving it your attention. And when you do that, it gets quieter and quieter and quieter and quieter. And that's part of the saying, silence is golden. So when we're referring to gold on like a physical level, there's an intrinsic value to that gold. It's an asset. It's something valuable. Now, why is it valuable? Well, I mean, it could be valuable because someone else said it's valuable, and they're willing to trade things for it, like dollars or goods or services or whatever else. On another level, a scientific level, there's a certain vibration or a frequency that resonates from that actual materialization of gold, which is another beautiful thing that has a lot of healing properties and benefits, and the list can go on and on. And when it comes to creation or God, silence is golden. So that's the value of gold on a non-physical level. So these things are all wonderful and beautiful, and one of the ways I've found to silence the mind, to maybe help you out with some issues you might be experiencing, whether they're rooted in actual reality. So what I mean by that is your day-to-day life. So are you experiencing any problems? Is there anything that's creating discomfort or dis-ease in your being? Whether it's a job, a family life, a relationship. There's all kinds of crap that can go wrong. So bringing silence to those immediately, some people might think it's something I need to do here in the physical. I've found that to be a very painful way of bringing remedy to whatever you're currently going through. It can be done that way, but there's an easier, more gentle path, kind of like a straight and narrow path, and that is light. And when I've applied both hundreds of times, thousands of times, maybe millions of times mentally, with that logic, there's one way that works the best, and that's kind of going straight to the source. Now, why do we want to go straight to the source? Well, because the source is unlimited. The source, or creation, or God created this whole entire world from nothing. So if he can do that, how significant is my current problem that feels like a mountain, that is crushing my very essence of being, that is draining the life out of this vessel? It's very, very easy. It might be difficult to accept or to receive or to even fathom that something like that is possible. Like there's such an easy, simple solution to your complex, horrible issue that you're currently dealing with. But like I said, there is a truth to that. It doesn't have to be your truth right now. It could be your truth later. But I have personally done it thousands of times on some of the simplest of things. I lost my shoes. I'm gonna be late for work. I have this problem. I have this issue. No matter what it is, all the way to complex things like, how am I gonna get this? How are we gonna pay for this? How is this gonna happen? So I've used it hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions of times mentally. And it's almost, the more you practice it, it's like a child riding a bike, right? So when a child learns how to ride a bike, it's a very difficult thing. There's usually some sort of fear involved, or whatever, of possibly falling off of a bike or getting injured or getting hurt. And you can see as you get older where the fear kind of gets instilled. So riding a bike, that child has fear because now he's kind of cognitive. He can understand, he can communicate verbally, so he can express these things. And he's also learned a lot of them from reality, his environment, his parents, and he's probably seen someone fall off a bike before. So going into that, he already has kind of like a built-in fear, which makes it a little more difficult. But eventually, if he rides the bike, if he tries, if he falls, he gets up, eventually he's riding a bike, and something that was so hard now becomes effortless. Just like driving this car. I'm doing it, but I'm not doing it. Like, I'm paying attention to everything around me, but I'm not telling myself, press the gas, hold on. Like it goes into the subconscious part of the mind, which is very easy for us to deal with things once we learn how to do them. The child, when he learns how to walk, it's very easy. There's no fear going into it because he doesn't know what fear is. So he just does it. And if he falls, he falls, but he's not thinking about it all the time. He's only thinking about walking. He sees you walk, or his parent walk, and he goes, I'm going to do that, and he does that very easily. There's no doubt in his mind or her mind that walking is going to happen. So they learn it very quickly from having zero skill set or motor function or muscle ability to do that. All of that stuff just kind of happens automatically. It's instinctive. It's from nature, just like, drinking breast milk or anything else that they do right off the bat. It's instinctive, and it's just part of this experience. So when it comes to the mind, one of the most beautiful things of the mind is to first, no matter what it is, like, silence that mind, silence that problem. If you're in that physical problem, don't try to solve it. You don't have to solve it. You can, but you individual, you just by yourself, do not have to solve it. You have help. You have an AI button. You have an easy button, like the old Staples commercials. You do have that. You don't have to use it. You don't have to acknowledge it. You can throw it in a closet and pretend it's not there, but it's there. People have been telling us that since the beginning of time that it's there, and deep down you feel it, you know it. You've had things in your life that just worked out, and it's I never thought it would happen that way. I can't believe it happened to me. We've all had and shared those wonderful experiences. So one of the first things that and practices I've done for myself is to shut out as many physical senses as you can. So if you have a 5-minute break from work, if you have a chance to take 10 minutes outside, close your eyes. If you could do this actual practice with me now, I can't do it. I'm driving a car, so I don't want to die yet. Kind of like living, so I'm going to keep my eyes open. But close your eyes. This cuts off some of the physical senses, which sharpens other senses. If you can, cover your ears, put some headphones on. Try to cut out as much noise from the outside world as possible, and then get simple with it. So close your eyes. If the brain's going, well, this, that, tell it, shut up. Who the hell's talking to you? Just shut up. And if you don't like saying shut up, can you please be quiet and leave me alone? I'm busy. Like a phone call. Ring, ignore, spam call. Like get it out of there. Like, what the heck are we doing here? So just tell it to shut up, get away from now, I'll be with you later, and then slowly focus on your breathing. So one of the ways you can do that, if it won't shut up, if it's a pest like that Stewie, mama, if that's what you're currently experiencing, then that's fine. So you can override that, because obviously if you make a decision to override that and you say, hey, I'm going to be quiet now with my intention, and that thing says no, once again, who the heck is talking to you? Who is doing that? It's obviously someone different from what you're trying to do. So realize that power inside of you. You are not your mind. The mind is doing something. And then, just like the spam call, ignore it. There's nothing wrong with doing that, and you can do that. So if you can't do that currently, fine, no big deal. That's why we practice. That's why we ride the bike. That's why we learn to drive. So one of the ways you can do that is by following your breathing, however it is. And if you're following your breathing and that mind is still racing, override it. Make a new phone call someone else. So how you do that is, when you're breathing in, say in, and as soon as you start to breathe out, just repeat it non-stop if you must, to quiet that, to mute that other call coming in. It's still coming in. Spam call. You have the power to override it. Shut that thing up. Show it who's the boss. Use some authority here. Hey, you ain't in charge, I'm in charge. I'm not answering your phone call. I'm making a phone call. Be quiet. Okay? That's how you do that. That's a great way to start. It's a great practice. It's a great inner understanding and acknowledgement of the power you have, and that you're not a helpless victim here. Okay? It's a wonderful practice. So in, out. Sit there with that for a minute. Can you do that for a minute without going off and giving that attention and now answering a spam call? Hello, you owe me $10,000. I'm reporting you to the IRS. Hello, I'm the king of Djibouti, Africa, and I've got $50 million. Don't go there. What the hell are you doing there? Come on. So get silent with you real quick if you do that, and if you're focusing on that. Now, one of the beautiful things, this is where we invite that easy button in, that AI button in. So you can still do that. We can multitask here, and the more you work on that, the better you'll get at that. So while you're going in with your breathing, out with your breathing, now invite creation in, God in, Christ in, Jesus in, Buddha, whatever you believe in. Like I said, your reality is your reality. So whatever you feel at this current time can possibly assist or help you. I like going straight to the source. That's where I found it. That's where I commune best with it. That's where these answers come just very clear and apparent. to me, but do you. Like, there is no right way or one way to do this. God is infinite. There's 5 billion, trillion, gazillion ways for you to find peace. So the best way to do that is to invite him in. You have to do that with your intention, your wording, whatever you want to do, invite that in. And now with your imagination or with your mind, you don't have to come up with a solution to this answer. Okay? So say you have a deadline at work and there's no way it's going to happen. Right? Go to the end of that. Bypass all of the bullcrap that we thought we had to do, we had to control, that this thing had to do for us. It's never going to work. Shut up. Be quiet. Not talking to you right now. Go to the end result with God, with whatever you currently believe in. And somehow, some way, some shape or form in your mind, 5 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes before that deadline hits, it's perfect. You don't know how, you don't know why, you don't need to know how or why, but feel that sigh of relief, like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I don't know how it got done. Stay there till you actually feel that feeling of, oh man, that weight is lifted, that burden is gone, you let it go, oh my gosh, I can't believe we accomplished that, I don't even know how, I'm just so thankful. Feel that. Once you feel it, shut it off. Now go about your day-to-day business and don't think about it again. Just do whatever you're going to do, knowing that it's already done, that you had an easy button. You don't have to figure it out, you don't have to try. Things will just pop up. Hey, can you do this? Can you do that? I need you to do this. Hey, by the way, that thing you were needing for your deadline, I actually have a copy of it on my hard drive. Here, that'll make your life like 90%. You'll know exactly when you're being helped, when you're being guided, and it will get taken care of. Stay with that knowing that it's already done. So that's my tip for today, everyone. I've done it probably a million times myself, and I'd love to share that with you guys because I love you for no reason. So let me know what you guys think of it. I'd love to hear your feedback, your thoughts on it, and have a God day.